Good morning everybody, happy Ruby Tuesday and welcome to 4-Wheel Parts. Today is a quick video because we're just going to be putting on some rugged ridge parts in this video today for this week. Light guards and fuel door. I'm going to show you those parts right over here. Today we're just going to be installing rear light guards, which I'm really happy about, and I can explain why these were a big deal for me to get later on in this video. This is a fuel door and just some turns for the light guard. All from Rugged Ridge, all from their elite line. These are parts that I asked for, but they sent me. So that's what we're doing today.
Chris, my friend.
What's up?
I'm ready for you.
Ready?
And your professional services.
Let's get the safety glasses on and get started.
So, Chris, I know this is gonna be a really difficult install day.
Very difficult.
So, how do you want to tackle this? What do you want to do first?
Well, let's see if we can snap our fingers and see if they just install themselves.
Oh, we can't do that. No one wants to watch that video.
It never works. Believe me, I've tried several times.
So these are the taillight guards I've had for quite some time. They're probably not very necessary because I have some pretty beefy JW speaker brake lights. However, that guard is not really compatible with this aftermarket brake light, and so one reason I really wanted these is because they said that they're made with aftermarket lights in mind. For example, this is kind of only held on with one screw, so I'm hoping that with these light guards, all 4 screws will actually be in there and I'll actually be held on more securely. Not to mention, I actually think they look really awesome. Is that a Rugged Ridge part?
I believe this is?
Yes.
Yes, this is.
Okay, I didn't know it came with a backside.
Just hooks in like the factory one would.
Yeah.
Now, anyone that tries to install it probably should take a little bit of extra care, just because this is a metal piece and you don't want to scratch up your, paint job.
Yeah.
Some people are, picky about that. Some people aren't. I'm just gonna mock this up a little bit so we can all see it. You're gonna take this JW speaker, take the back plate off that we had earlier that we needed for the corner piece, and then we're gonna take the top and sandwich it in. So it's basically kind of like an otter box for your,
Yeah, that's cool.
Flip your hair for me. Flip your hair.
Beautiful.
There you go.
And it cases the whole taillight?
Yeah.
Wow.
You might actually like these.
Okay, we just cut out 20 minutes. 20 minutes, Rugged Ridge. What's the deal? 20 minutes trying to get this to fit. We've gone back and forth read the instructions. So here's the deal. The speaker does not quite line up with the guard itself. We can get the guard and the speaker to line up on one side, but not the other. It's just not quite the same size. So what we've opted to do is, instead of putting all 4 screws in, we're just going to put the 2 in that are most important, because this side has a hook to hook in this way, and then it'll screw in right there. So it's not an exact fit with the JW speakers. It's the same disappointed, it'll still work, but finger wagging. So now that you have those 2 in, is it actually holding on to the Jeep?
Yeah, basically this side holds into the Jeep and this side holds into itself.
Yeah. Now we're just trying to see, for extra credit, if we can get those 2 screws to fit like they're supposed to.
Hopefully.
I had this problem with the other aftermarket taillight guard, so.
All right.
Calling it quits?
Yeah.
All right, man, we tried.
I hate doing it, but.
All right, let's just test the important thing really quick. Sneak attack! Okay, we're good. I mean, at least it's not going anywhere.
For aesthetic purposes, we can cut said bolts off and glue them in.
I don't know. Yeah. I was just thinking, yeah, you got me though. I was like actually considering, like, do I want to do that? I don't think I do.
You're like, I like the concept, except we're not doing it.
I think they look sharp. Could you do me a favor and go and just turn the brake lights on, just so people know that, I don't know.
Just to check to make sure it still works.
Just to make sure that the light guards don't, for no reason, like needlessly ruin the brakes.
Are both of them on?
Yeah, they're both on.
Not that I was worried or anything, but you gotta test it. Know if that's gonna work.
Why come? The bulb sticks out too far of the bumper?
I just don't see how that attaches on there at all. Plus, I'm still kind of confused about this O-ring, but it doesn't seem to.
Yeah, I was wondering how those are going to attach too, because the only way I know about is adhesives. Now, turn signals, these actually have adhesives on them. That's what those white stickers are. You would literally just stick those on.
It doesn't really contour with the bumper either.
Yeah, well, they're aftermarket bumpers and aftermarket headlights, so
Here's another one of these jokes that I make with the completely serious face. Why don't we just tack weld it on there?
Well, we what?
Why don't we just tack weld it on there?
Tack weld?
Because we can't do that. Because we can't do that.
Is there a separation on the bottom? Like when you hold it up there, is it not meet?
No,
it doesn't meet.
It doesn't meet at all.
That's, if you look at the bumper, you'll see the top of that bulb is receded inside of the bumper, whereas down here it's actually protruding. So those may not work for me. What did you say to me, Chris?
I said it doesn't fit again.
It doesn't fit.
See how we're kind of, we got this locking tab that goes on the top, and
Yep.
as you can see on the bottom, it just does not.
Well, maybe they would work on regular turn signals, but not on these aftermarket Recon ones.
Either that or I'm doing something wrong.
Well, after your many minutes of trying and retrying things, I'm confident it's not your, not your fault.
I'm pretty confident too, but you never know.
So out of the 3 things we were going to install, taillights, guards, fog light guards, and turn signal guards, did we just get like a 1 out of 3? Yeah?
We have a gas tank cover, so.
Oh yeah, we have the gas tank cover. So let's hope we can score a 50% passing grade on these guards. Wait a minute, 50% isn't passing grade, is it?
Depends on what school you went to.
All right, so Chris, you well-educated man. Why do you have to reach inside of the tail light well to get the gas tank out?
Some light in there for you. So basically, I think there's 3. No, I'm sorry, 4. Counting there. There's their 48%.
Now we're losing grade points.
Losing ground. There's 4 tabs back in here, and basically you need to free the tabs so you can pull the gas tank or the filler lid.
I keep calling it a gas tank too. The gas cover.
This is where you get the something around where you're just staring down, going like. There it is. How does it open?
I believe it is a push.
Oh
Yes, it is
no.
a push. Isn't that neat?
That is actually pretty cool.
It's the lazy man's gas
I'm
cap.
halfway speechless. New seal right there.
Yeah, so we'll need some platonic lubricant to put it in. Please tell me this one's actually just going in.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Good. Is this the last part of it?
This is the last part of the installation of this, and I'm not actually sure if this is where it wants that. So we're gonna
Double check the manual for reading activities. What?
Oh.
So there's a different hole? Okay, there you go.
That's why you
Boom.
read the instructions, because you will end up,
Learning.
well, learning, but you won't fail miserably. And then, you know, when you finally given up, about 2 weeks later, you look at it and go, oh no, I made a huge mistake.
That thing I installed wasn't installed correctly. Look at that, it actually went in correctly. There you go. Well, I really like what's there, but I'm disappointed with what didn't work. How do you feel?
I feel things could have gone worse, but I'd like, you know, the other 2 bolts.
Yeah, see, these are only
at about a good 49%, maybe 48, depending on
our grade.
Our
Our grade's at 49%. We lost a point because you made a bad joke.
I did.
So none of the front guards fit. I will defend Rugged Ridge a little bit just because this grille is aftermarket. These turn signals are aftermarket. These fog lights are aftermarket. Bumper is aftermarket. But I was under the impression that those guards would work on aftermarket parts. And maybe they do work on some aftermarket parts, but not mine. So I would have to advise you to be careful if you're trying to get those for aftermarket parts. Okay everybody, that's it for this video. Next time we're gonna come back and do another part for Rugged Ridge, the hood. So if you wanna see that, come back next time. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks to people like Chris at 4 Wheel Parts for all my stuff for me. And thanks to Rugged Ridge for supplying these parts. I'll see you guys next time.